Going to stay in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. So a long day that we're having to watch these fire concerns. And it's not just a small portion of the state. We're dealing with more than half the state. Tulsa Metro, Oklahoma City Metro, all the way back in western Oklahoma, the Panhandle as well. So really watching that fire concern for today. Right now, as you look outside, lots of sunshine, and that's also kind of playing a factor in today too, is that it's going to be very warm again today. Yesterday, we set another record here in Oklahoma City. We hit 91 yesterday afternoon. The previous record was 88. And we're talking about near record, if not possible record-breaking temperatures again for today. Now, currently, not too bad out there. 78 feels more like 79, but those winds have already picked up. You're sitting at about 25 miles per hour. Those aren't wind gusts. Those are your sustained winds right now. And those wind gusts too will continue to pick up as you head more towards the afternoon. Here's a look at temperatures across the state. Still seeing some 70s out there, but already in the 80s in Tulsa. Check out Guyman, 83. So we're quickly seeing that warm up as we go throughout the day today. For your what to wear forecast, still in those 80s around noon. So it's t-shirt weather, nice and warm. By 5 o'clock, it is steamy. We're seeing some sunshine. You're going to be in the 90s. It's feeling more like a summer day. So maybe rocking the tank top a little bit later on. And it's still going to very much be feeling warm this evening if you have any dinner plans on your Thursday night. Fire danger for today. Again, I showed you the red flag warning, but showing you kind of those numbers 1 to 5. We don't have anything 5 today, but we do have that level 4 in parts of western Oklahoma, Woodward down to about Altus. So watching that closely too. Oklahoma City, you're in that level 3. Even if you're in that level 2, again, don't look at those lines too closely. You just really need to know, please do not burn today because we are dealing with that fire danger not only today, but also the chance tomorrow. Coming up here in a few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the next several days as that cold front moves through and how it's going to change the weather. And today's another red flag warning day that we're dealing with, this time until 10 o'clock this evening. You can see includes most of the state of Oklahoma. I'll show you how those fire conditions change once our cold front moves through starting tomorrow. About dry, windy conditions a lot. We talk about fires a lot in March, but this March especially has just been extra dry. We really need to see the rainfall. I feel like we're just on repeat every day talking about fire danger, and unfortunately that's again what we're going to be doing for today. You can look outside and at least enjoy the fact that there are lots of blue skies currently. Temperatures in Oklahoma City sitting at 78, feels more like 79. Winds are out of the south at about 25 miles per hour. Again, those aren't wind gusts. Those are your sustained winds right now. So already breezy, and it's warming people up having those winds out of the south. You're seeing some 70s, some 80s in the Panhandle. Beaver's already up to 86. So quick warm up happening today in that area in the Panhandle too, is where we're watching for more triple-digit temperatures possible later on today. Impact day until 10 o'clock this evening. That's when our red flag warning is allowed to expire, but you can see lots of sunshine in store all day long. High of 92 this afternoon. Now, if we hit 92, that's tying a record. If we go above that, we could be breaking it. So what you need to know, high fire danger again for today. Strong cold front moves through tomorrow. That's going to increase the winds though, but drop the temperatures for your Friday. And then when will we see rain? I have a good pattern to show you that's changing as we look a little bit further into April. Highs for today, though, again, that record is 92. Today is an impact day, 92 in Oklahoma City. So we're right on where that average is, right, or that record is. Again, if we're a little bit warmer, we'll break it. Check out the Panhandle, though. Guyman, forecast high this afternoon, 101. Okay, it is going to be a hot day today. Things are going to be feeling more like summertime. As for that red flag warning, like I mentioned, it goes until 10 o'clock this evening. You can see Oklahoma City Metro, Tulsa Metro, all the way back towards the west. Do not burn, even if you're in parts of eastern Oklahoma, okay? You do not need to be burning today, tomorrow, with just how strong these winds are going to be. And you can see where that fire danger truly is a little bit more elevated. Level 3 in Oklahoma City, level 4 in parts of western Oklahoma where things have been so dry. Things have been a little bit warmer than they have been here in the city. I mean, they had reports of their first 100-degree day last year. And here's a current look at those burn bans across the state. We're up to 21 burn bans now. Really focusing in here on central Oklahoma and parts of western Oklahoma. We also have some Panhandle counties too. So do not burn, even again, if you're not under a burn ban. Today is a day that we do not want to see any of that. And a big part of it too is just how dry it is. Here's our updated drought monitor. We have a huge chunk of red now. That's that drought level 3. That's the extreme category that we're talking about. So we don't have any exceptional across the state just now, but you can really see a big increase here in our drought, especially that level 2 category severe. We went from 45% to 62% in 1 week because we haven't seen any rain. We've had no measurable rainfall, and that's feeding into our fire danger. So are the winds. Here's a look at 5 p.m. this evening. Winds are still very strong out of the south, 30 to 40 miles per hour. But like I was saying earlier, that's not the strongest winds we're talking about. That comes tomorrow along the cold front. Starts tonight, moves in the overnight hours. So here's a look at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Cold front moves in. Here comes those 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts in western Oklahoma by about 7 a.m. on your Friday. As you're heading out the door to get to work, if you're in southwestern Oklahoma, you're talking about wind gusts 50 to 60 in some locations. For tomorrow, we have a wind advisory goes into effect at midnight. It will stay in effect until about 7 o'clock in the evening. Lows at least tonight will drop down once that cold front moves through. You'll be in the 30s, 40s, 50s. Highs tomorrow. Not a big change from those lows. We're really not going to have a chance to warm up, so it's actually a below average day. Usually you're sitting right around 67. We'll be at 58 here in Oklahoma City. After that, for your Friday, a little bit cooler, enjoying those nice calm weather before the 80s return Sunday and Monday. So you get a small break in those warmer temperatures. Doesn't last too long. And then, like I promised, precipitation outlook. This is heading into the first few days of April. Finally talking about a wetter than average pattern. You can see that here. 5-day forecast, impact day today and tomorrow for the storm chances, or for the fire danger. Back up into the 80s though Sunday and Monday, and then heads up next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A lot more rain chances to talk about, but also impact days for potential severe weather. You are now up to date on the latest first alert forecast.
It is
like we end up getting 1 or 2 big fires that start to spread. Today's another one of those days we're going to have to watch things closely. We have our red flag warning that goes until 10 o'clock this evening, went into effect at 9. So we're already dealing with those fire conditions. The winds have already started to pick up. Okay. The humidity is not as low as it's going to be tomorrow, but it's not fantastic either. And it's just going to be another really warm day. So red flag warning. Tulsa, Oklahoma City, all the way back to the Panhandle, western Oklahoma. A lot of us dealing with the just really concern for the fire danger today, which is why you really just need to be paying attention. Blue skies outside right now, at least though, so you can enjoy the fact that we have plenty of sunshine, but that sunshine's also warming us up very quickly. You're already sitting at 78, that feel like temperature, a couple degrees above the actual temperature, and those winds are out of the south. Sustained winds, 25 miles per hour, not those wind gusts, but those actual wind speeds, so pretty breezy. In the metro, you're a mixture of 70s and 80s, already starting to see more 80s pop up, and especially as you head more towards the west, Guyman's already up to 83. Panhandle today especially, we're going to watch for them making a run for temperatures to the triple digits this afternoon. Once again, it's feeling more like a hot summer day as opposed to the end of March. For this afternoon, you can see these temperatures continuing to climb from noon until later on this evening. We're still under an impact day, but here come those 90s once again later on. Yesterday, we set a record with the high of 91. Today, our forecast high is 92, which would tie the record if we hit 92. But if we're a little bit warmer, we could set another record. Sunshine all day long. And again, here are those really windy conditions this afternoon. Head to the south at about 30 miles per hour. So just kind of expect that for today. High for your Thursday again. Our forecast is 92. Previous record of 92 wasn't actually that long ago. It was 2020, but then after today, big changes coming. Coming up here in a few minutes, I'm going to show you that cold front that moves in tomorrow and how much our temperatures will be dropping.
Possible.
Yeah, lots to talk about. Still that red flag warning that went into effect at 9 a.m. It's going to be in effect until 10 o'clock this evening. You can see it's a good chunk of the state under that red flag warning, including the city. I'll walk through how long we're dealing with these fire danger conditions, not only today, though, but into tomorrow, too, once a strong cold front moves through. Common for us to talk about wildfire potential in March, but then when you pair it with how dry it's been, it just makes it extremely more difficult to deal with. And we talk about these fire days, and sometimes, you know, in the past, you'd have a fire day, we'd look out and not see any fires. Last few times that has not been the case. We have been dealing with fires across the area. So today's going to be another one of those days we have to watch closely. Here's a look outside right now. You can see again the tower camera shaking here some. That's a big indication too that those winds have picked up today, are going to continue to pick up and then be even stronger tomorrow. In McLeod right now, it is 83, feels like 82 there. Those winds out of the south, 20 miles per hour. Across the state, you could already see more of those 80s, especially in the Panhandle. They're going to be making a run towards the triple digits this afternoon. As you look at that metro forecast, here comes lots of sunshine in store today, so you'll be able to enjoy that. But temperatures once again going into the 90s this afternoon, well above where we should be for March. What you need to know, high fire danger for today, strong cold front, and then when will we actually see rain? There is a chance in the forecast, and we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Highs for today, though, 92 here in Oklahoma City. That would tie the record from 2020. But again, Panhandle could be seeing triple-digit temperatures. It is going to be a hot Thursday afternoon. Part of why we're dealing with our fire danger. Red flag warning you can see for most of the state until 10 o'clock this evening. We're talking about a long day that we're dealing with this fire danger. And we still have these current burn bans like we just mentioned. Oklahoma County now added to that for the first time since the fall of 2022. We have 21 of our 77 counties under a burn ban. Please do not burn today. It has been so dry. You can see our updated drought monitor. We got this in at 7:30 this morning. We have a lot of Oklahoma in this red shade here. That's that drought level 3. So we're getting up there now that we're seeing these big jumps in the drought update. We saw even for the severe category, which is what you have to be in to be even able to say you're under a burn ban, you have to be at that level 2. We went from 45% of the state to 62% of the state now, and that wouldn't be surprised if we start to get more burn bans in for the state. Wind gust predictor for the rest of today. Hey, those winds are really strong out of the south until our cold front comes in overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, winds are really strong out of the north. And if you're in southwestern Oklahoma, you're talking about wind gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour, even a few wind gusts higher closer to 60. So for tomorrow, you can see a large chunk of the state too has that wind advisory. This has been extended a little bit more to the east now. Tulsa now included, was not earlier. And that's again for wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour from midnight tonight until 7 p.m. tomorrow. As the cold front moves in tonight, though, starts to drop some temperatures in locations, especially to the north. Guyman, you'll be in the 30s, right at 50 here in Oklahoma City, but not a big warm up tomorrow. Because the timing of that cold front, it's a very strong cold front, which is why those winds are so strong too. But we're only going to have highs in the 50s and the 60s. It's actually going to be below average for tomorrow. Again, we've only had 2 days this whole month that have been below average. We will enjoy this while we can. And it's not just tomorrow for your Friday that you'll have below average temperatures. Saturday right now, you're going to be a little bit below normal too. Doesn't last too long. By Sunday and Monday, temperatures are already crawling back into the 80s, and that's after, again, a potential record-setting day for today. Now, the good news that I've been alluding to this whole time is we are seeing a change in the pattern. This is your precipitation outlook, first few days into April, and you can see a good chunk of the U.S. too actually starting to see these wetter than average conditions. That includes across the plains in Oklahoma, so that's definitely something we are looking more forward to. And you can see that here in the 5-day forecast. Impact day for the next 2 days, mainly for fire danger. Then you're in the 60s for your Saturday, 80s for your Sunday and Monday. But then next week, starting on Tuesday, you have daily rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through next Saturday. A few more days look more likely. We could be talking about severe weather, which is why both Tuesday and Friday are currently impact days. You are now up to date on the latest First Alert forecast. And how many days that we've been dealing with fire danger, especially for this month, that today is going to be another one of those days. We have that red flag warning for a lot of the state until 10 o'clock this evening. So it went into effect at 9 a.m. this morning till 10 o'clock tonight. That's a big chunk of the day that we're having to watch for those fire conditions. And a big part of that is just going to be because today warms up too. You have lots of sunshine out there right now. 78 feels like 79. The winds are playing a major factor too. Our tower cameras keep shaking in the breeze. As you look ahead towards the afternoon, today's an impact day all the way from noon until 10 o'clock this evening when that red flag warning is allowed to expire. But even then, we're going to have strong breezy conditions tonight. Highs in the 90s, though, for today. The high of 92 could make us tie a record today. The record for today is 92. That was set back in 2020. If we are just a degree warmer than that today, we will set another new record. That's after your broken record yesterday and 2 broken records last week. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. Areas in the Panhandle could be talking about 100 degrees this afternoon. It is going to be a hot day. So like I said, today could be another record. 92 is that forecast. 92 is that record for Oklahoma City. But then after that, we have a big drop in our temperatures. A strong cold front moves through tomorrow. It's going to increase those winds, also increase the fire danger. But it's going to drop those highs actually below average for your Friday and your Saturday. So able to enjoy it, feeling a little bit more like spring. By Sunday, though, you're back into the 80s Sunday and Monday. You can see that here. And then that 5+5 day forecast, hey, starting next Tuesday and all the way through the following weekend, we're at least talking about rain chances. I, for one, I'm very happy to finally see rain chances here on the forecast. It's been a while since we've really been able to talk about even the possibility of rain.
And all these broken records, we sound like a broken